What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. And today, I cannot speak today. Today's video, I actually have some interesting Yu-Gi-Oh news for you guys, including a update on the new name for the Dragoon of Red Eyes for the TCG. Some new mekklord cards are going to be released in Duelist Pack 24. And then also some I'm going to be also revealing cards that are going to be reprinted in the brand new Legendary Duelist Season 1 package. And if you guys are familiar with the Link Monster artifact Dagda, I'm going to be, I guess, reveal basically its reference, what it's reference to in a way. So that is pretty much it. So let's kick this off with the mekklord cards that are going to be in Duelist Pack 24. So I believe they released 7 new cards, I believe. And this is going to be in the new Duelist of Gloom set. That's going to be, in which I believe the cover card is Marik. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Yeah, so 6 new cards. Okay, so 6 new cards and 3 reprints. So the first new card is called Mekklord Astro Dragon Triskelion. So it is a dark attribute 10-star machine with 3,000 attack and 0 defense, and its effects are: cannot be normal summon or set, must be special summon from your hand by banishing 3 mekklord monsters with different names from your graveyard. So obviously that would be pretty much just any 3 mekklords, literally any 3 mekklords at this point. So its first effect says once per turn, when this card declares an attack, you can look at your opponent's extra deck and equip a monster from your opponent's extra deck to this card. So obviously you can equip Link Monsters, Synchros. You can pretty much just target anything at this point. Its second effect says that this card... Oh, for a second I thought there was something on my phone. Anyway, its second effect says this card gains attack points equal to the total attack points of all monsters equipped to it by its effect. And its third effect says, while this card is equipped with a Synchro monster, it can attack monsters up to 3 times during the battle phase. So this is probably... So I would say this is the boss monster for the whole deck. I know that we had Mekklord Astral Mechanical, which was one of the first boss monsters of the deck. The second one was Mekklord Astro Asterisk, I believe was its name, which basically looked like a machine serpent or something like that. Now we have Triskelion, which I believe is the big boss monster for the entire archetype. Honestly, though, I think it's a great card. I just don't think... I think, honestly, the only thing that could stop this card would probably have to be Skill Drain. I think Skill Drain, I think cards like Skill Drain, Solemn Warning, Solemn Strike, those cards can easily negate this card's effect. However, there's been times where the mekklord deck has been built, but many people have built it so they can easily out their opponents, some strike, bomb, whatnot. So I think this would be considered the big boss monster of the deck. Okay, now what the hell is going on with my laptop here? There's something wrong with this thing. Okay, there's like seriously something wrong with this thing. Give me a second here. Okay, for some reason my laptop doesn't want to work for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, you know what? I'm actually going to talk about... Oh, there we go. Finally. Here we go. There we go. Finally, I got it to work. Alright, so the next card is called Mekklord Nucleus Infinity Core. It is a dark attribute 1-star machine with 0 attack and defense, and its first effect and its third effect are hard once per turn. So its first effect says, if this card is normal or special summon, you can add a mekklord spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So obviously it's an easy search. It's a search, no doubt. However, again, Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom can just negate it like that. Its second effect cannot be destroyed by battle once per turn. So I guess all 3 effects are hard once per turn, I guess. And then its third effect says, if this card is destroyed by a card effect, you can special summon one mekklord Emperor from your hand or deck with a different attribute from the monsters you control, ignoring its summoning conditions. Also, for the rest of this turn, only one monster you control can declare attacks. So this is interesting because this card, I believe, if you look at it, in which, if you guys wondering, I actually got this from YGOrganization.com, so shout outs to them. It kind of looks like a suit of armor. It kind of looks like a piece of armor in a way. But I believe, but I think you could equip it to something. I don't know, but I think its effects are great, but the downside is that you would need, but the downside is that you're completely, with this card, you're completely locked out of attacking with multiple monsters. That's the biggest. That would have to be the biggest downside, and other than that, I think that's just it. I think that's the only negative. Everything else is just a plus. All right, now we have another mini, I guess a mini boss monster. It is called Mekklord Army Arsenal of Obligado. I believe it's his name. 4-star light attribute machine, 1200 attack, 1800 defense. Both of its effects are hard once per turns each. First effect, during your main phase, you can destroy this card, and if you do, special summon 2 Mekklord Army monsters from your deck in defense, except Mekklord Army Arsenal of Obligado. But you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except machine monsters. And the second effect says, if this card is sent to the grave, you can activate this effect. During the end phase, inflict 100 points of damage to your opponent for each Mekklord monster you control. So, honestly, that's a hard one to talk about, because while it is true that you are dealing damage, you're only inflicting up to 600 points of damage, which that's nothing. That's literally nothing. That's just like a dragon's breath right there, honestly. But its effects are pretty cool. I think looking at it, I think the biggest downside would probably have to be the fact that you're summoning monsters, and I believe you will actually be locked out of summoning any monsters except for 4 machines. But because that you could, but I think with this deck you could run possibly Galaxy Soldier, maybe something else, maybe some little different. But if your deck has different types of monsters, you're gonna be locked out entirely, just like that. So you won't have enough room to add other types, like spellcasters and whatnot. So, and then of course, it's its damage effect, not too crazy, not too crazy. All right, you guys. So with that, we have a continuous spell called Mekklord Assembly, and its second effect, and its second and third effects are hard once per turn each, and its first effect says, when this card resolves, you can add 1 Mekklord monster from your deck to your hand. Its second effect says you can discard a card and target a monster you control and destroy that monster. Third effect says if a face-up Mekklord monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effects, you can target one other face-up spell or trap on the field and destroy it. Not too bad. Not too bad. I think once this deck gets released, I think the entire I think that the mekklord deck could very may well be make a resurgence, because I know that we had so much support for mekklords over the years, including in I want to say the last set for 5Ds, which I believe was Extreme Victory. I believe was the set. I think Extreme Victory was the last set for 5Ds. But I just, you know what? I can't wait to see what this deck can do. And then for the other two cards, we have a quick play spell, which is mekklord Control. Its first effect says target one mekklord monster you control. That monster's attack points become equal to the total original attack points of all mekklord monsters on the field, but your opponent takes no damage from battles involving that monster until the end of the turn. So you're pretty much just locked out dealing damage, unless if you were to activate it during main phase 2, but I don't think that will work out. Second effect says if a mekklord monster you control would be destroyed by a battle or a card or effect, you can banish this card from your grave instead. So basically, this is kind of like a So this is basically kind of like, I guess kind of like a Dingirsu in a way, because with Dingirsu, instead of it going to the grave when it's destroyed, if it has materials on it, you can detach them, and Dingirsu is stays on the field. That's what this card basically is. So I think it's really good. I think, but the biggest downside, I think, is just the fact that you're going to be locked out of dealing damage during the battle phase. And then the last card is actually a normal trap card called Cruel Mercy of the mekklord Astro. Both of its effects are hard once per turns each. First effect says target 3 mekklord monsters in your grave, each with a different name. And you have two options. You can either add those monsters to your hand or special summon them, ignoring their summoning conditions. But you cannot special summon monsters until the end of your next turn, except machines. Second effect: if you control a mekklord Astro monster, so obviously Astro Mechanical, Asterisk, or the new boss monster that I just talked about, you can banish this card from your grave, destroy one single monster your opponent controls, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack point. So, I think if you were to play mekklords and you were to run this card, I would put it at 2, because if you run it at 3, you could break so easily, and it can be a +3 to your hand or a +3 to your field, which would give you additional bodies. But just like the mekklord army arsenal of Obligado, you will be locked out of summoning. So yeah. So, and then for the reprints of the set, I guess you're gonna have all 3 mekklord emperors. So you have Grenell, Weissel, and Skeel. And for some reason people pronounce it as Granel and Skyle. For some reason they're pronounced Grenell, which is the earth attribute, Weissel, which is the dark, and then Skeel, which is the wind attribute. So you have 3 different attributes. I've heard rumors that they're going to be making different attributes for the deck. I'm not so sure if that's true or not, but yeah. So that's actually those are the cards. I believe those are the only mekklord cards we'll be getting in the set. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, guys, with that being said, as I'm getting water, so apparently Red Eyes Dragoon has given a brand new name. So instead of being called Red Eyes Dragoon, it's now going to be called Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Honestly, either name works. Honestly, at this point, either name works. I just can't. I can't wait to see to actually get the tins. I'm actually gonna be getting 3 tins, three sealed tins, when they are released. So, Collector Store, shout outs to you guys. If you watch my videos, when the set gets released, save me 3 tins because I'm gonna buy them. Anyway, guys, now I'm gonna talk about the reference of the Link monster known as Artifact dagda, which I believe was released in Duel Overload. Which I don't. Oh, it's a reference artwork. Okay. So I guess it has something. I don't know what it. I don't know. You know what? Question of the day, and I'm gonna show off the photo right now. So, question of the day. Here's the question of the day. What does it reference? Hang on a second, guys. I'm trying to. There we go. So here's the photo, and this is actually off of Twitter. So the question of the day is this: What is this photo? Because what does it really represent? Because I have no idea what it represents, what its reference is. So yeah. So if you guys know what it reference, you guys can comment below. But that's the photo. Honestly, I love the artwork. It's incredible, and yeah, I actually can't wait to see how good it can be in the meta when this pandemic is over. Anyway, guys, now for the reprint of Legendary Duelist Season 1. So I actually spoke about it a while back, and I believe they're going to release them sometime this year. So I believe they're gonna price it at $15 a piece. So I might get 2, maybe 3 of them. I don't know. I'm not sure. But the reprints that are gonna be in the set, we have Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, Toon Cyber Dragon, Red Eyes Toon Dragon, Toon Dark Magician, Toon Ancient Gear Golem, and Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, which will have, I believe, which says Perfect Rulebook 2020 artwork. So I believe we're going to be getting the brand new errata version of it. So I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure if that's the case, but I actually can't wait to So I actually can't wait to see it, to see it come out. Actually, I'm gonna look that up because I believe, if I remember right, I think they said it was gonna be released in July. Let's take a look. OTS 3. I believe I did a video on that. You know what? How should I get? You know what? I think I'm gonna talk about that. The OTS 3. OTS 13. Sorry. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I think I did talk about that. I think I did talk about that. I don't see it anywhere. Anyway, you know what? That's fine. It doesn't matter. Alright, you guys. That is going to do it for this video. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My links are down in the description below. Be sure to check out my sponsors, the Collector Store. The link will be the link to their online store will be in the description below. And if you guys are in the Missouri area, their address will also be in the description below as well. And I know I did put it on hold. But if you guys have fan mail that you want to send me, my address will be in the description below. So be sure to send fan mail. I will definitely open them up on the channel. And on that, this is your boy Nash signing out.